Leaders and managers scale the company culture based on their best people. So predictive culture screening as well as team analytics.
Maybe raising money. But we ended up raising a whole bunch of venture capital, more than we could ever expect for a seed stage startup, and which brought all sorts of wonderful opportunities and challenges with it.
So when we went public in 2015, we were heavily involved in that process. Most companies tend to get their legal and finance team to take care of that, and I think if you can see the history, most companies die in a company and become super turbulent. And so I remember going to my investor relations person and saying, I don't want our employees to have to get their information from the IR website. Like, I want to be legally compliant, but tell me when you're communicating something to me, send it out at the same time.
So before I was doing market expansion, I was the chief of staff at Labx, so a lot around organizational alignment, development, and in a past life, I'm a recovering management consultant at Deloitte. Maybe to the dismay of the organizers, the idea of a culture hack is something that I don't subscribe to. I think that the idea of path of least resistance to culture is something that should actually be avoided.
The very model that we had set out and put in place for the interest of improving our transparency was keeping us from actually being transparent. So in terms of what we've done so far, well, number one, we've started out having CEO breakfasts. And
a lot of fun, but I want to share with you 5 things we do. My particular sort of challenge, I guess, is that my entire team is remote. And this is a fairly new development. And this year, I think probably in the next few weeks, I'm just going to increase that to 6 weeks vacation for everybody. And that move to 5 weeks vacation, our productivity has gone up considerably.
Does anybody have questions for all of our amazing speakers today, or at least a couple of them at once?
you kind of look at them as a person and you're like, oh, well, I don't want to do that. But you have to think about the effect that that's having on the rest of the culture and how that can actually start poisoning what you're trying to really create.
But specifically with culture, we've actually let one person go from our company in the last 8 months we've existed. And I think that was actually it was a strengthening point for us. The way we ended up handling it, I think, showed a lot of maturity, on behalf of the whole company, and it was as close to a mutual firing as you could kind of achieve. But I think at the end of the day, it taught us more about what we should look for, and it also just showed the rest of the company how we handle difficult situations.
For more events like this, check out www.meetup.com/CLX-TO. Join us. Can't wait to see you.